Bryon Powell of iRunFar here with Timothy Olson of Team Pearl Izumi. How you doing today?
Good, man.
You should be. You just won the Bandera 100k, which is the USATF 100k Trail National Championship.
Right on. Yeah.
Nice work, buddy.
Thank you.
You look strong all day. Is that what it takes to win one of these big races these days?
Apparently. I mean, every race I go to, there's just, more and more fast people out there, and I keep always trying to be smart in a race and kind of staying back a little bit, and then I lose the front pack, and then I'm playing catch-up all day long. So today I was like, let's go out and hang on for dear life. So that's what I did.
So you were running it with Dave James.
We did the first 50K together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gave a little bit of space towards the last few minutes of that after the last aid station of the first 50K, and so I had a little gap there, and then on the out and back I saw him a couple minutes behind me, and then Dave Mackey. So I knew there's people hot on my tail.
So this is probably the biggest race you've led at that point.
Definitely.
Halfway through, yep. You're leading alone. What's going through your head at 60K with Dave James, Dave Mackey?
Just hold on. I was just thinking like, it'd be nice to actually win one. I'm always kind of in the back there a little bit, and just like let's see what I can do. Just keep giving everything
you always seem to have a positive attitude. Like I saw you at after the turnaround, driving through, there's the park headquarters here, which I don't know what that is in the course, but it's probably like 60K or something in. Yeah. And like I just cheered out to you, and you're just like fist pumping, like.
I had to say hi, I heard my name shouted. I try to keep a positive attitude through the whole thing. Kind of, especially going through aid stations, I feel a lot of times my wife crews for me, so I like going through with a smile. It makes her feel good, and yeah, we just get to bring that moment there together where it's like, okay, I'm pushing it hard, but I'm also wanting to enjoy, the moment of running the race and giving all I got.
Yeah. So when did you think you had it today? Because you were, you sort of, there were enough people, enough aid stations, enough people. You sort of probably had an idea of how far ahead you were.
Yeah, a couple of the last aid stations, a few people told me that I had like 10 or 11 minutes. So I was like, okay, that's a nice little buffer zone. They'd have to really be cruising, and I was still trying to give it hard. I definitely wasn't moving very fast, but I was like, if I just keep putting one foot in front of the other, I should be okay. And towards the last little bit, someone tells you a time, and I try not to take that too seriously, because people name off a time, and it's like they could be off by 5 minutes, and when Dave Mackey's on your tail, like you don't want to know. It doesn't matter if it's a few minutes or 10 minutes. He could be there in a second. So yeah. I kept pushing it as hard as I could.
Did you have any low patches during the race?
Yeah. Let's see. Probably the last 20 miles were pretty low. I'd say like around mile 50 or so, I was just kind of having like a little bit of trying to get the stomach right. It was hot out. I haven't been doing a lot of heat training as recently, so yeah, it was kind of nice. Well, no, not nice. It was just like that was definitely messing with the stomach a little bit, and just took a moment to kind of step back and hike up a couple climbs and get some good breathing in the lungs, in the stomach, feel a little bit better. And things turned around. I just, I'd take those moments to kind of relax, and yeah, I was just hoping for the best, hoping that I wouldn't blow up too bad. And,
well, speaking of the best, I mean, it's hard not to this time of year to look back upon the prior year.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your 2011?
Very satisfied with it. A lot of good races, got to run against a lot of really amazing people, and each race, I love to podium more races, be up there, but you learn so much from these guys that have been doing it for years, and you just kind of you take what it is. It's like, oh, okay, I had a good run. I felt like I pushed as hard as I could go, and I learned what to do for the next time. So, and I finally got one today, so that was nice.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to? I mean, enjoy today, enjoy the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
But what are you looking forward to in 2012?
Just kind of keep going at it. I'm gonna probably do a lot of the Ultra Cup series. Some races are close to where I live, Ashland, Oregon. They're in they're in California, so I'll just cruise over there. And
So you're on Lake Sonoma, Western
Lake-
States. What else?
yeah, I'm gonna do Lake Sonoma, Leona Divide,
Leona Divide.
and Ice Age Trail. I'm originally from Wisconsin.
Okay.
It's where I grew up, and we just me and my wife moved to Ashland, Oregon. Let's see, like 3.5, 4 years ago. So want to go back there, say hi to the family, and just run a Wisconsin race. Check what that's about.
If I remember correctly, there's one heck of a stout course record at at Ice Age. Are you going to be shooting for that?
I don't think completely. It's definitely preparation next year will be for Western States.
Okay, so it won't
Yeah.
be. It's not a focus race.
No.
You're looking forward to it, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. It'll be, a good little speed workout beforehand, and yeah, just enjoying. It'll be nice to be back with the family, and having them out there, and just might as well, as long as I'm going to visit, run 50 mile, and enjoy that, and yeah, and then get ready for Western States.
So that's your big focus on your calendar at the moment.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You try to improve upon that 6th place finish.
Yeah, I'm hoping to. Yeah.
How far was it between you and how far back were you?
I'm not exactly sure. I think
40 minutes or so. What was your time?
from first.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that. I was 16-18 last year, so it was my second 100. So I was quite happy with that. I went from 18:30 at Pine the Palm, and then 16:18. So just very ecstatic that I could get to around 16 hours.
Totally.
And
But you can also look ahead and say,
oh yeah,
you don't know it's possible.
yeah, no, I'm definitely going to keep pushing it and see what I can do for next year.
So it's cool. I chatted with you a bunch at the running event last month, and also in Texas.
Yep.
And
this is my second time in Texas. So it was fun to see what the trails in Texas are like. And,
Yeah. But when we were hanging out in Texas, you were talking to me about how you're working with Pearl Izumi and developing the shoes going forward. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. I'm really excited to see what's going to be happening there the next few years. The Peak 2 is great, but I'm really looking forward to the Peak 3, and I've been running in some prototypes, working very closely with Mike Thompson there at Pro Izumi. He's just a buddy. He's great. Love talking with him. We just sit down and geek out about shoes, and so he throws a lot of the prototypes my way. And
what were you running in today?
I was running in a crossbreed of the Peak 2. And then the Streak upper, giving a little room for the toes to kind of, play around a little bit, not bump them as much, and so hopefully I lost like 5 or 6 toenails this year. So yeah, just trying to find the right, balance between having a nice, good, tight shoe around the foot, but then also some room that you're feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
So.
Well, must be doing something right at Pearl Izumi with the 1st, 4th, and 5th today. If I
yeah, right. Yeah, Pearl Izumi.
People were already tweeting out about that.
Yeah, we have a great team there. It's fun to these are friends that I run with and people that I've looked up to. I mean, Nick Clark is one heck of a runner, and to be on the same team with him. And many other runners on the team. It's just it's a solid group of people, and we have a lot of fun. So
yeah,
hopefully you'll see us a lot of races this year.
Well, sweet. Yeah, it's thank you for taking the time. Congratulations, and I'll see you around this year.
Right on.